This car is Mazda 3 2006. It has a problem, and the problem is the AC is not working. And the reason is the AC compressor is not running. So we are going to replace the AC compressor. First, we should discharge all of the refrigerant in the system, and it is highly recommended to go to a shop who has a specialist to do this, because they have a specific equipment to do this task, and mainly the refrigerant recovery machine. They use it to get the refrigerant out of the AC system, and once you did the first step by getting the refrigerant out of the AC system, you can start replacing the compressor. As a first step, we need to remove the cover of the engine under the car. The cover should be right here. This is the cover. It has a set of bolts like this. We're gonna remove all of the bolts and then remove the cover. These are 10mm bolts. So I have here a 10mm socket. I'm gonna remove the first one, and then here should be the second one. So fourth, and this one too. Okay, I found the two more bolts, so you will find total 1, 2, and then here is 3, 4, and here is 5, and then 6, and one in right here, 7. Yeah, this is the plastic cover. This should be the front of the car, and this is the back, and you can see here 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. These are the 7 bolts you need to remove this cover. Okay, just a quick introduction about what is under this cover. You can see here, this is the engine block itself, the oil filter, and in the front of the car, the fan and the radiator and the condenser in the front of the car. And we are looking for the compressor, the AC compressor. So you will find it here. It will be under this small cover, and you can see here, this is the belt for the AC compressor. If I go this way, you will find, yeah, this is the belt, and this is the pulley for the compressor, and this is the part that we are looking for to remove. So first we need to remove this small cover. It has 3 bolts, 1, 2, and 1 in the back, 3, and I think they are 10mm bolts. Yeah, they are not 10mm, I'm sorry, they are 12mm bolts. These are 1, 2, and the third one. Yeah, Actually, they are not bolts, they are nuts. So this is the AC compressor cover, and here is the compressor itself, and it is fixed by 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 bolts we need to remove to get the compressor out. But before doing this, we need to remove the belt first, and then we can do this. Before removing the compressor, by removing these 4 bolts, we should remove actually the pipes connected to the compressor first. So you will find it in the back of the compressor. Here are 2 pipes, 1, 2. We should remove these 2 first by removing these 2 bolts. So you will find 1 bolt for each pipe. These bolts are 10mm bolts, so it is very recommended to have gloves and wear eye goggles to keep yourself safe. And remember the first step we did before doing all of this, to remove the refrigerant from the AC system. So we should have no refrigerant in these pipes. Okay, here we are almost removed the 2 bolts. You may hear a little bit of leakage while doing this. That means sorry, this doesn't mean that you have refrigerant inside the system. That sometimes happen when you have a hot engine, so the pipes are hot, so the gas inside the pipes expanded a little bit, so you will hear very little leakage sound. These are the 2 bolts. We will clean it and reuse it once we change the compressor. Yeah, for now we can just remove these pipes like that. You can see here the gasket over each pipe, and for sure we will replace these gaskets too once we install the new compressor. It is very recommended to put something inside the pipes, like a napkin or something, just to prevent anything goes inside the pipes while working on replacing the compressor. So we will bring some napkins to put in the front edge of the pipes, and we will come back. Okay, the next step is to remove the compressor itself. We have here the AC belt, this belt. To remove this belt, it will be too much work because I have to move the car down and remove this tire and use a special tool to remove this belt. So it will be too much work. So I will cut this belt and remove the compressor, and I have a new belt to install for the new compressor. So I'll cut it using any cutting tool, and then remove these 4 bolts to remove the compressor. Okay, here we will start in removing the compressor. We will use a 12mm socket. Okay, so this is one. It will be hard at the beginning, and then it should come smooth. 2. You will see that the compressor starts to move down, and be careful so the compressor will not fall down. Just fine if the socket fall down, but the compressor no. Okay, we have here the compressor, and I got this literature to support the compressor until I remove the wire, this wire. We can remove this wire from under the car or from under the hood. So let's see. So this wire should be connected to this port right here. It is very hard to see. I will try to move the camera down. Yeah, right here. So this is the port that's connected to the wire for the compressor. Here we got the wire. You can get the wire from under the hood or from under the car. So the main point here is that this wire has this clip. This clip you can see while pushing on it. So to remove this wire you have to push and then grab it, so you can remove the wire. And then the wire is fixed in the pipes by these plastic bolts. You can just block it and then you can get the wire out. I have two. This one, I block this one, and I will do the same for this one, and then you will get the wire. Yeah, here is the old compressor with the wire, with everything. This is a pulley. The pulley is working good, but this is not working good. It is not rotating. So normally it should rotate, but it is not rotating. That means it is stuck in something, or something is broken inside the compressor, and this is the main reason that it is not working. Okay, after removing the compressor, the next step is to clean the pipes. And because the compressor was not working and it has a problem, it's not running, so the system called the contaminated system, because we don't know what happened. So it is highly recommended to replace the condenser as well and the expansion valve. As I mentioned before, the condenser should be here in the front, and the expansion valve should be inside the cabin. So we need to clean the pipes, and then replace the condenser, replace the expansion valve, and then put the new compressor, charge the system, and that's it. So to clean the pipes, you have high pressure pipes, low pressure pipes. The high pressure pipes has an H, the low pressure pipe has a L, and mainly you have this pipe that is low pressure pipe, comes from the expansion valve going to the compressor, and then a high pressure pipe comes from the compressor, moves like this, goes here, go to the condenser. Okay, and then from the condenser The condenser also has a dryer to make sure that it captures all the moisture in the refrigerant, and then the flow comes from the condenser, goes to the expansion valve in this pipe, okay, and expands inside the cabin. Basically, it's not inside the cabin. I mean, the expansion process will be inside the cabin and moving to the evaporator, and then the cycle would be repeated. So mainly we have three pipes, 1, 2, and this one is the third one, from the expansion valve, or basically from the evaporator to the this one, from the evaporator to the compressor. That's enough for this video. I will record another video while doing the rest of the job. Follow me, subscribe my channel to see the rest of the videos, and if you like this video, please press like, and thank you for watching.